every time I would go to town, I needed to, what I call, suit up in silver clothing so that the EMFs did not basically take me out from head to toe, from headaches to, I actually, so I'm also mold sensitive. I have systemic mold issues that I've had for about 14 years. And so slowly I became EMF sensitive, more and more EMF sensitive, until like a month ago, had to wear EMF protective clothing. And I had a shirt, pants, something I wear over my head. I even had something I wear over my face that I could see through when I would drive, because, and even with that, if I went into town and was there for, not around a lot of people, maybe went to a store or two for half an hour and then came home, I would feel completely drained. I had a lot of brain fog. I just felt sick. Sometimes nausea. Because of where the systemic mold set up, I had a lot of ear infections, and so I had a couple doctors mention that the EMFs grow mold like 600%. So when I was exposed to it, I could really feel that with those ear infections, because that's kind of one area where it really had set up shop in my body. So I would have like that ear infection would come on within moments of being near a tower or a phone. And so when I would come back home, I would have a raging ear infection that would go immediately into a migraine, and then I might have that migraine for a week. I often would hydrogen peroxide my ears, which would help a lot, and then it might, it might take it away within a day. But sometimes I would find that I was just so sensitive. Just where I was at was, I would have to hydrogen peroxide each side of my ears, each ear for like 45 minutes each, every morning, every night at a minimum, and I still felt really rough. I still had a lot of pain. Sometimes I would feel a lot of chest pain, especially in the heart area. I'm trying to think, I would often wake up very weak and shaky, and then have fatigue during the day, and again, like a lot of brain fog. And also a lot of like either ringing in the ears, buzzing, yeah.
So then that was where you were about a month ago. Right. So what did you get? What products did you get a month ago, and how have you used those?
So I had been out and about 2 days in a row, which was very unusual, because usually one time going out suited up I was done, but I had to. My daughter was needing some dental work done and whatnot. So I'd had 2 days of really a lot of being out and needing to be where I was at. So I came home that second evening, and I just felt just absolutely sick and drained, and in a lot of pain, and the migraine was roaring. And I was going to go to a meeting that night, and I thought, I can't go to that meeting. But then I looked and realized that meeting was about EMFs, and I thought, I've got to go to this meeting. So I went to the meeting, and the plates were talked about and shared about, and I recognized so many things in that presentation that was given that night. Like, it was just like, wow, that's me. Wow, that's me. And a lot of the symptoms and things that were, it just spoke to me. So, but the lady whose home we had the meeting in, she had bought the 4-inch plate. Yeah. And so when I came in, she knew that I was EMF sensitive, and she let me put that on. And so within, I think the meeting probably lasted an hour and a half, would you say? So, but by the time the meeting was over, even though I'd had 2 major days and I was feeling really rough, my headache was gone, and I actually had energy. And that spoke volumes to me. I had nothing that would help me like that. So came home, talked to my husband, and we're like, we've got to check in more into this.
And so what are you wearing now?
I'm wearing the 7-inch plate in this bag. I found that if I wear it here on my chest up high, I just feel it better. I feel it stronger, and it's comfortable. I don't handle a pack on my back and with my neck. I've got a lot of headaches and a lot of tightness this is just comfortable. Okay.
And how are your earaches or the mold? How's that now? We're 1 month. So you've had it for 1 month. Is everything better, or is it just
honestly as soon as we got the plates and I started wearing it, my headaches were instantly gone. I didn't have headaches. I didn't need to hydrogen peroxide my ears, except maybe if I had been out a lot. The next day I might feel like, you know what, I wonder if I need to. So I would hydrogen peroxide them for 10 minutes maybe on each side, and I'd be done. I didn't need it more, and I felt really good, had good energy. A total life changer.
Yeah.
Total life changer. So I'm looking forward to being able to, so when I go out, at the point that I'm at where I still need to heal from the mold, and I probably from the sensitivity too, if I wear the EMF protective shirt under this, it does not seem like it does, either it doesn't help or it doesn't help near as much. But if I still wear, the head and the pants gear so that I'm getting less radiation, I can tell that it helps. I anticipate that, just from what I've seen, that eventually I would just guess that I won't need those. I could take just this out, and I don't know if I would even be able to get away with just a pendant at some point. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's something I'm hopeful, but it's actually exciting to be hopeful, because when you've dealt with this kind of thing for this long, and you've tried so many different things, it's scary to even hope, because it seems like it might just be another disappointment. So this has been so encouraging.
And what you've had, your experience in the last month, is what helps give you that hope and that.
Definitely,
Exactly.
definitely. And we had learned from another lady who had systemic. Sorry. Yeah, it means a lot, and I can hardly hold back the tears of joy. We learned from another lady who had systemic mold. She had gone and done a protocol like 4 or 5 states away, 1,500 miles away. And there was just no way that I could go. I couldn't go on an airplane with all of the phones and all of the EMFs. I couldn't go, just to go 15 miles into town and back. I could feel every tower, even with the clothing and stuff that I had. It was so debilitating just doing that I didn't really know as I would be able to make it if I had tried to go see this doctor. But next week we're scheduled to go, and so if I can actually get rid of the mold issue, because I'm able to travel with this, and then I'll have this afterward, I would also greatly anticipate, since I think that EMF sensitivity for me may be coming from the systemic mold, at least originally, then I would anticipate after seeing the doctor, after getting some clearance on the mold, I'm also hopeful that the plates will become far faster for just results.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to share or tell anyone who's listening?
Health, as you know, if you deal with any health struggles, is such a gift. And if you have to sacrifice to buy them and it helps you, then I would encourage you to do that, because you can live again and life is good.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.